Good day, everybody. Welcome to ZSR and welcome to the Ocarina of Time Randomizer Standard EU Weekly Race. Today, on this lovely Sunday, it's been a special day for OTR yesterday, but today, well, more of the normal. It's just how it works, and we're glad to be back with the weekly races after a bit of a break when the Season 5 bracket stage hit. So I hope you're all ready to go. And yeah, without further ado, let's switch to the layout and let's say hi to our two commentators, to Estantia and to Lee Harold, and also to our trackers, to Phantom FRV and to Disco Moose. Take it away.
Howdy.
Hello.
Well, we've already got ourselves a pretty good start here.
Yeah.
We've got a forced medallion start, which is a free song.
I mean, I imagine they'll probably try and pick that up because their free song is Song of Storms. So they have a choice straight away. If that Forest Medallion song isn't Zelda's Lullaby, do they try and go to well without Zelda's Lullaby or Bonds? Or do they just hope that nothing's in there until they get the stuff?
Who knows? I mean, if it's hinted foolish, then that might turn them away. If not, then they could just keep going.
Yeah, but getting access to Blossom of the Well that early?
Yeah, it happens. And sometimes it just ends up being the logical play.
Yeah, like, it's a fair few checks in there even without anything.
Though having Gerudo Training Grounds Gerudo Training Ground is foolish is a better hint than Bottom of the Well, even with chest size matches content.
Oh, absolutely. Not having to care about GTG sounds amazing. Though it's not quite as rare as one of the hints that I saw someone get this week, which was outside Ganon's Castle Way of the Hero. You don't see that one very often.
Yeah. And with just Token Sandy, you only add one. With all Sandys, you only really add one extra check.
Yep. But this is not all Sanity. This is just Season 5 settings, I believe. Or is it just weekly? Yeah. Oh, that's a start.
Oh my goodness! You know how they're gonna. I was gonna start off anyways then.
Hey, look, they're doing my favourite opening. They must have known it was me on commentary. Thank you, Seed.
Well, I wouldn't give to have a seed like that, where we just start. Oh man, imagine just Ryu Kane being forced to do this.
Oh, yeah, Ryu Kane's reference is someone who is known to hate Valley a lot. No, the thing is I like Valley Loop just because I am Baz and it gives me so much information. And it takes me long enough with my bad execution that I get time day perfect after going around and getting back with late counts.
It looks like they're going for it. There's obviously something good here. In the waterfall. It is a slingshot.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Who knows? It might lock the whole seed. Oh, Frogs 2 is dead. Excellent.
And that automatically makes this seed better than... Actually, have we had a Frogs 2 seed in Season 5 yet?
I don't believe so. We've had a lot of AD seeds, a lot of
Skull seeds. Yeah, I just didn't know whether we'd had a Frogs 2 one.
We've even had a few big Goron seeds.
Hey! Gotta love Big Goron. Gotta love Skull Mask.
Skull Mask too, actually.
Actually, no, you don't have to love Skull Mask. But Big Goron is nice. That's a strength on Big Pose.
That's easy to get once they get like a bottle or a bow.
Yeah.
Or both, actually.
Yeah, nice to know about it though, because I know a lot of people who end up kind of forgetting about Big Pose. And is that another one, or is that a yellow rupee?
I believe that was another strength.
Yeah, I was just going. Wait, is that not another strength, right?
No, it's a gold rupee.
Okay, that would be weird to have. Like, having 2 strengths that early would make me be concerned.
Yeah, it was a rupee. And they have 50, thankfully, thanks to that crate, so they should be able to do child fishing right out of the bat. Have to admit that, Sora's tracker is actually really nice. Fairly concise, too. And he even has his own inputs on there. Oh, there's the condom. Always neuter safely.
And we are at 1 out of 5 mean percent already. Good work.
To be fair, it actually is pretty useful in Scrub Sanity if you don't have a hook shot or Goron tunic.
True. Yeah, so Nehru's Love is one of the interesting ones. For people who are not here, who are not here very often or new. Scrub Sanity is when the items from like the normal business scrubs are shuffled in as well. So all of those grottos that we don't normally care about, all of the scrubs we don't normally care about, suddenly they might have useful items on them. And that means that we might need to care about the ones in Goron City. And Goron City has a large pit of lava. So Nehru's Love can be required if you don't have Goron Tunic to give you long enough to stand on the lava and hookshot to get to that grotto. But that is the only thing that Nehru's Love can be required for. That grotto specifically. And as Alexander Harold mentions, if you're doing grotto entrance randomizer, that grotto can be kind of important.
Yep.
Is Alexander Harold just you?
No, my twin.
You have a twin?
Yes.
I mean, that's fair. People having their twins appear in the Twitch chats. I end up having my boyfriends invade the Twitch chat occasionally. It happens.
Oh, Big Goron is dead. Well,
yep, piece of heart.
He's not going to be getting anything today. He'll have to get his own eye drops.
I mean, if we get the claim check, then he may, you know, be able to give us the stuff if someone wants a health refill.
Possibly.
It does seem unlikely, doesn't it?
Yep.
Given that there's a fairy right next to them.
Yep. We'll get to see what's on 2 screens now. Between the forest and the ranch.
It's always nice to get some divergence early.
Yep.
I mean, can you blame Josh? Joss? Blah, blah, blah. I can definitely words. Oh, it's already happened before? Sweet.
Yeah, quite a couple times, actually. Oh, there's
Holy.
a bunch of big chests, and there's bounties on...
That's a Mido's house. That's 3 big chests in Mido's. Mido, have you been stealing everything?
He stole a letter. He stole a hook shot. Add a slingshot. So that there's no locked slingshot right now. There could still be one.
But yeah, Mido rich and hoarding everything away from everyone, which, you know, makes sense. It's Mido.
He's stealing the letter of a fish princess from everyone. And there's Sun Song on on Malon. That's cool.
Maybe he realised he didn't have a chance with Sarius, so he's trying to gather all the stuff to go and save Rutos and Jabu Jabu.
Yep. 50 skulls dead. Excellent.
Oh, that's nice to see for a nice chill weekly. On the other hand, you could argue that you want the 50 skulls seed when it doesn't matter.
Yep.
Oh, Pink Bully pointing out maybe it's a love letter from Ruto.
Maybe. Because maybe she thought Mido was Link because they both wear green clothes. Or in this case, there's blue and pink. Well, fuchsia, rather.
Yeah, it's kind of a pink-purple. I do quite like the blue. I quite like the pinky purple as well. Go on, chat, who do you think's winning the fashion war?
I just remember the seed where Mido had both hovers and irons, and then there's the one where he was basically preparing for war. That was funny.
I mean, that's fair.
Now
Yeah, they're both pretty solid, but I am leaning Sora.
Let's see. Jagger has found the Song of Time on Saria, which is awesome. Hyrule Field Path to Morpha. That probably explains that sometimes hint.
What did we get in the open grotto?
It was a dead check. So it's bomb locked, essentially.
Yeah. And maybe even dive locked.
Yep.
Sora having the swim of shame.
Yep. But he's got bomb shoes, and he's found... No, he didn't find the hint. That was in Lost Woods. It's not in Bolda. Zora's Domain is foolish.
And also, I think we saw Boss Key Chest in Water is nothing. Soy Sauce, no, it can't be the Ocarina of Time check, because that is hinted by another hint. Therefore, it is not included in path hints. Oh, you're helping out with the Challenge Cup group match. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, he's been helping them a lot. Well, we don't have to worry about 30, 40, or 50 skulls, and there's a scale.
Where did we see the 30 hint? I missed it.
It was in one of the grottos, I believe. Open grotto?
Yeah, I saw 50 and I saw 40. I didn't think I'd spotted 30 yet.
Wait, so it is just 40 and 50.
Well, I could be wrong. There could have been a 30 and I missed it.
Nope. That 30 was next to the scrub, I think. And there's choose for Jagger. Everyone's getting the choose now.
They got them shoes like Jagger. They got them shoes like Jagger. I'm sorry. I am not sorry. Hey, I'm making somebody laugh. Or possibly somebody groan and facepalm. I mean, either's a win, right?
And there's a Kokiri sword on Ocarina minigame.
But Skull Mask has nothing.
Hyrule Castle is foolish. Spirit Temple on the path to Volvagia. Icy Waters is dead. And there's another hint for Hyrule Field Path to Morpha. So there are actually some really good hints.
Yeah, that's pretty nice, actually. Though I'm wondering if that Icy Waters combined with that Domain Foolish means that it's going to take them a while, if ever, to go to Ice. Oh yeah, we absolutely clean out Deku here. We don't know if it's a medallion. We don't care. We got Kokiri Sword early. And it means we don't have to come back.
Bolero on Ocarina of Time.
Okay, so that
Beautiful.
could either be really good or really bad. Yep, everyone who is playing this weekly race is playing on the same seed, so all of their items are in the same places. And there's people playing this seed off-stream as well.
Well, Sora just got a check on there.
I missed which song they had on Forest Medallion.
It should be marked on his tracker, which is its opponent's song.
Ah. Okay, so I have definitely had to do all dungeons for Bolero before. That is because my hovers were on the Bolero, and I've also known Bolero to be required for other reasons, because it was the only way to cross the gap and get the Bolero song check, which locked both hovers and hookshot. I think it was something like Zelda's Lullaby, and Zelda's Lullaby locked the other stuff, so the only way you could get across was Bolero.
In other words, it'd have to be the child dungeons that were stolen.
Yeah, it would. Or free.
And there's a blue shirt in the tree. No, Hyrule Hookshot was in Mido's house.
Yeah,
They
Mido
only-
was just kind of loaded and prepping to go and rescue Ruto and Jabu.
Yep.
There's a lot of people in our community who do no sanity randomizers. There's a lot of people who do all sanities in the community. There are races which have different rule sets, like the Freaky Friday races that we do every, fortnight? Have wildly varying settings depending on what they happen to put on. There's also various tournaments we do, like the RSL, the Random Settings League, and there's also the dungeon door requirement stuff.
Sora's not going to be able to do much as adult, because all he has is a slingshot and a few songs.
But he has a sword, and that can take you surprise. You say right as they find a big chest. Go on. Din's fire.
One that he can't use quite yet.
Yep.
Whereas when Jagger will become an adult, he'll have quite a few things he can do. He's also got Ruto's letter and scale, so he could turn that in for a free bottle for Ice Cavern.
Yep, absolutely could. But yeah, to readdress your question, Stevie Snap. Restreamed wise, doesn't happen very often. You need kind of the specialist matches, which are all in the schedule. But if you join our Discord, you'll see a lot more stuff happening, and you'll probably be able to ask for a race if you want one.
I'm definitely digging Sora's tracker, because it's got the hints and everything, just like the Gossip Stones.
Yeah, the hint trackers are really nice. That's actually not a hint tracker I've seen before.
Oh, Lens of Truth. Right on there. Yes, especially if the lens has, the lens minigame has something good.
Memes? Am I hearing meme locations?
And Jagger finishing off Goma, only finding his blue t-shirt there.
I mean, I'm still not complaining about getting the Zora tunic. Good to have you as part of the community, Stevie. So, yeah. Okay, so Deku didn't have much. Only a stone, but good to get it out the way so you're not having it floating around in the back of your mind. And this is a really efficient place to root it in. Also, it's not exactly surprising Deku didn't have much. Look at it. Mido clearly stole the lot.
Yep. He went in and ransacked the Great Deku Tree.
And that's why he doesn't want to let Link in, because otherwise he'll find out.
He's setting up for scumming the chews. Let's see what's in this chest. Nothing. Kokiri Forest Path to Bongo Bongo. Well, there's a hook shot. There's a letter.
Oh, So, slingshot, a hookshot, and a letter.
Not for the slingshot, because the slingshot doesn't lock anything.
Unless it's in Jabu. Like, hover boots in round chest in Jabu might be locked by slingshot and letter. But
we
yes,
already
probably
had a
the
slingshot.
hookshot.
But we already had a slingshot in Valley Loop.
True, in which case, yeah, it must be the hookshot outside chance of Ruto's letter.
It could also be like something in Ice Cavern.
Yes.
So Rush Ice maybe, but we're still missing ZL for now.
Yeah, having opponents is quite nice though.
Well, we're getting a 7-year hand-holding between Jagger and Sora. Let's see what's in here. The Mirror Shield.
Ooh, I'll take that. Was 30 bomb bag.
Oh, bomb on 30.
We definitely did not see that 30 hint before. That's a 30 skull bomb bag.
30 skulls isn't bad, to be honest.
Yeah,
Ooh, another big chest.
Yeah, that 30 skulls is already in logic with that hook shot and
Oh, right, that was
the
the
Rito's letter bottle.
that Sora picked up.
Yeah, but that bottle is technically bomb locked.
Yep.
So
yeah, Sora was just having a little peek-see in the maze.
didn't look like anything significant in there, but I'm not very good at the chest peaks.
It's kind of hard, at least with the buttons.
I mean, also because seeing brown against brown.
Yep.
In a dimly lit cavern.
It looks like Jagger is setting up for Dampe digging.
Again, get all of it over with while you're here. Make your routing more efficient.
Mm-hmm. Should be able to get the 5 skulls right here.
Yeah, because they do have to choose, so the one on the ladder is super simple.
I think he forgot to actually
I think
kill it,
he's
or he's
forgot.
just gonna do that. No, he just realized he forgot to kill it. I thought he was gonna go for some interesting tech here. I'm checking man on roof as child now.
Bloop. And now
Sora's
Sora. Sorry, go ahead.
Grabbing his items in Mido's house.
Yeah, Sora has found the treasure trove. that Mido's been keeping from him for 7 years.
Yes. Including that extra slingshot satchel. And he's probably gonna get, probably gonna do a Mido skip soon.
Yeah, probably. Like, there's no way you don't, right?
Yep.
But the thing is, him coming through here as an adult means he's not getting that Kakiri sword, which we know he doesn't actually need, but when's he going to come back for that?
That was a pretty good broken stick setup for this room.
I had no idea you could do a broken stick setup here. That's cool.
And there's a big chest for Jagger. Let's see what it is. A red shirt. So he's
More
got
fashion.
both shirts.
We all love fashion. Fashion percent.
Yep.
Though actually, it's not true fashion percent until you've also got the boots. That's really cool, Alexander. I did not know that.
Oh, there's a strength on Dampe.
That
And Prelude on Minuet, too. Right near it. How convenient.
okay, so what did I say about knowing where two strengths are really early, and then
Velocity back.
yeah, I'm slightly concerned at how potentially early that strength 2 could be, and we've already got Mirror Shield, mind you. It looks like in which case we know that Spirit's a path hint. We've got a lot of stuff for doing it. It's probably expecting us to do Spirit relatively early. I just hope it doesn't expect us to cross using that lens.
Well, depending on where we can find Requiem, because the Bolero check is still in logic.
Oh, true, yes, we've got Hookshot. Also, is it me, or is Sora's Sacred Forest Meadow a bit foggy today?
It's a little... Yeah, I think it's just the effects.
Ocarina of Time is a well-coded game. Sorry, perfectly coded game.
Yeah, among many other video games.
Perfect coding.
Speaking of which, when I was playing through Legends Arceus, or Arceus, I actually managed to find a consistent crash in the game.
Well,
It was more in the story mode and had to do with one of the camps. But it's like later in the story, so I'm not going to spoil that.
yep, good. No spoilers for completely different franchises. But yeah, I mean, Alexander, I think some of the words in that sentence were redundant, which is most things have spaghetti code. Like,
Because
take
sometimes
any
it's worse than
program.
spaghetti. Because it could be worse than spaghetti code at the end of the day. It could be, well, a garbage bag.
I mean, yeah, as someone who works in QA, I am perfectly aware that there is a lot of spaghetti code around. But yeah, also, that's another bottle on Nozora's River.
Bottle percent, everyone.
No, it's only 3. It's only 3. Haven't got 4.
Yeah. But we're like 75% of the way, so they're clearly trying to get us to get bugs. To get that bomb bag.
Yep. Plenty of that available. Okay, but why are people... Okay, this is a question I have for people. Why do people grab the chicken and go up to the top rather than just going straight to the open grotto? Like...
Oh, there's magic right there!
I mean, yes, but you can get a chicken from outside the top grotto, and then you don't risk losing your chicken here like Jagger just did. Why not just do the open grotto first?
That's the same Icy Waters hint. I believe he was just potentially trying to get into Jabu. But since he found the magic, then he just decided it'd be better just to grab that and hover boots on adult fishing.
There we go. Hook shot. Hook shots to get to adult fishing, to get hovers for Shadow, for Bongo. I mean, quite apart from needing the hook shot, you know, actually in the dungeon. That's a good one.
Sora should actually be able to do Shadow Temple once he finds Nocturne.
Yeah, which is quite impressive.
And Shadow can't be on Burning Cack.
I think that does officially make Bolero on Ocarina of Time not required.
Yeah, it's convenient, but not useful.
Yep.
I just had an idea. I'm thinking that Zelda's Lullaby is on Bolero.
Also very, very possible.
Given that it can't be on Burning Cack, it can't be on... and Minuet was already hinted, and we already got the song. We got all the child songs. And the Storm song, I believe. Which was Serenade.
Yes, something like that.
So it has to be Bolero.
I mean, could it be on Requiem?
There's a possibility.
Oh, hey!
There's a bomb-locked bombs.
I will fucking take that, though, because that's much easier than 30 skulls.
Yep.
But
That's gonna bail out Sora significantly.
Oh, yeah.
But it's certainly not the path, because it's already locked behind another bomb bag.
Oh, yeah, it's not logical. But I am aware that we often treat logic as guidelines.
Of course. It's a fairly useful one, though.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I love doing the vulnerable wall on Death Mountain Trail for that reason.
Oh, this could be the one. It's Iron Boots.
Which, interestingly, also opens up another check in Hyrule Field.
It's Path to Morpha.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, it's fucking irons. Now we've got fashion percent. But yes, as Adegorio points out, it can still be all dungeons for... Well, no, it can't be all dungeons for items, because there was nothing really useful in Deku. Apart from Zora Tunic, which might technically be required for Water Temple.
Oh, we still have the Spirit Temple Path to Volvagia, but... And Kokiri for... Yeah, the Kokiri Forest one's there, for sure.
Yeah, we also just saw a Lake Hylia is on the path to Volvagia as well.
Ah, yes.
Which hovers.
Yep. Which means that the key is hovers locked.
On the other hand, that does mean we get to fight Volvagia early, right?
Yep. And see if Sora goes to, actually want to see where Sora goes from here. I'm just gonna pick up his, red shirt, I believe. Yep. That's a possibility. The hammer is most likely in, Spirit Temple at this point. Sora's still gonna be lacking a strength, so... Well, they could do Shadow Temple without strength, thankfully. Most players should be able to if they know the clip. Well, we're gonna get a DC play first.
I mean, it makes sense.
Could see why there's two path hints to Volvagia, just because you have a bomb bag that's pretty free.
Well, 30 is in logic. I'm not sure I'd call it free.
More free than, say, locked behind 50 skulls or an ice cavern.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Though Sora should still be able to rush ice cavern.
The thing is, we've not had a lot of...
Just run away.
We've not had a lot of stuff pointing to ice yet. Like, if that Ruto's letter had been arguably important for something, then I would consider chasing ice. I mean, it's still worth following, given we found it in an interesting location, but we have already at least explained.
Yes, Sponge. It's... The question is, when will they rush ice? Even with Sora going adult pretty early, it's still gonna pay off. And there's another pump bag! Oh my god.
Yeah, 30 skulls really isn't needed. Jagger's going to get that pretty fast.
Yep. But, well, he's probably gonna do like the Dongo's Cavern with 13's bomb juice, let's be honest. I think Jagger might be going for the, out of the way. No, he's just gonna go for that skull then. He's at 11 skulls right now.
It is strength locked, but also we have a strength on Merciful Zero check on Dampe digging. That's the one that Jagger has. So it's in logic. It is super in logic.
Yep. And we know where his second strength is on a sometimes hint.
Yeah, but we need a bow for that one.
Yep.
I do like how Jagger's going and getting all the hints.
Yep. Now it's the Royal Tomb Flames hint, I think. It's still a pretty neat trick to pull off, even if the chest happens to be dead.
And Sora doing the swag of rising the mouth down. Fun fact, you can get crushed by that mouth.
That's a good question, Sponge. Probably wanted to save sticks, even though I wouldn't. I could just... It'd probably be easier just to use a jump slash on that Skulltula. Getting that double jump's actually pretty cool. Though you need to have really good timing for that. Ooh, a big chest! Let's see what it is!
Hey, you don't even... That is not in logic. It's useful, but it's not in logic. I am so glad that if I was playing this... I am so glad that I...
Good old name.
Oh, it is in logic now because... Oh yeah, because you can't just dump out a big po, can you? Or can you dump out a big po? I can never remember. Also, that is bottle percent.
Yeah, Alex is right. That bomb bag is in logic when you can get that strength.
Oh no, I'm talking about the big po bottle.
That would still be in logic because of the strength, because you could get the bomb bag.
Oh no, that's what I'm... thinking, like, I can't remember if you can dump the big po out of the bottle. Like, contents of bottles very much, whether they're in logic or not, depends on whether you can waste them. But because I know that you used to be able to accidentally empty a big po, but you cannot now, I think. Big pos can't be wasted, so yeah, that's in logic.
Yep. Well, I mean, it's actually pretty good that it's only one for standard, because if you play, like, RSL, you could sometimes get 3 or more, and that becomes an always hint.
Ooh, yeah. Checking off our categories one by one while still turning logic into a pretzel. Honestly, this isn't so much as This is not a seed where the logic is spaghetti. This is a seed where the logic is just a fucking checklist.
Yes. And if you play slightly out of logic, you still get rewarded.
Like it's just, yeah, sure, okay. The race winner is still the one that beats Ganon first. We are still on weekly settings, even if we are being amused by all of our meme categories.
When are we gonna get a chicken percent where the winner has to get the chicken on the windmill in Kakariko's adult? I really should make that a thing when I'm not trying to capture animals or plants or anything else in PLA.
Okay, Kuiper, I would like to point out they started talking about that completely on their own volition. It wasn't my fault that chickens got mentioned this time.
Random number of chickens is even better, because then sometimes you could just talk to Andrew and bam, you get the free check.
Oh, that one's quite nice. But no, I like having it consistent. I don't care your fault, honestly. If I'm anywhere near chickens, it's my fault, apparently. But yes, a Keyblade Warrior versus the lead singer of a British rock band.
Keyblade Warrior, yes.
I mean, there are an awful lot of characters in video games called Sora, but Kingdom Hearts is one of the most well-known ones.
Of course. And he's been in Smash for about a couple months now, thankfully.
True.
Is he still busted? I'm not sure if he's actually busted or not, because he definitely has better. He's got better air game than Pikachu.
I have no idea, because I've not really been following Smash Bros. Also, yeet yourself into the lava.
Trez percent. Yes, that actually sounds fun.
That would definitely be a thing, like Trez picks a random category.
Yes. Still, chicken percent would be amazing. It'd be like a race to get that long shot, and whoever picks, and then have the game automatically end when you pick up the chicken in the windmill. Because there's still some people who do not know that there is a chicken up there as adults. It's still something I remember, and I found that years ago. And Sora has his magic, so what does he do from here? Good question.
I don't know. I'm hoping Jagger goes into DC to get the bombs, because then this is going to be a really interesting race.
Well, we're getting an open grotto check now.
Excellent.
Yes, chicken as the Triforce piece. Like, you lift the chicken and suddenly, the Triforce. Though we'd have to differentiate that chicken from the other chickens.
Temple of Time is on the way to Baronade.
Well now.
We got Epona's song there.
Yeah. And Jabu is the Shadow Medallion, so it has to be Epona's. Gotta be sending that hint to space. As bottle number...
I think they were trying to Death Walk.
Yes.
Why are they trying to do a Death Walk?
Probably an ice play. Let's see if I'm right or if I'm wrong.
Oh, because they wanted to be up at the top. Yeah, fair enough. That's a good question. How many races are there in today's weekly? I don't know.
Oh, Sponge! We're getting a Rush Ice! We're getting excited! This is it.
Okay, so apparently the wealth of Season 5 bracket matches has broken everybody's brain, and today is the weekly of memes.
Well, I mean, we keep saying Rush Ice in every single commentary, but it never happens. Or almost never happens, so... Finally, Sora's delivering the goods!
Yeah, we're just memeing all the way, aren't we? Just all of the memes. Do you need more memes? Because we have more memes.
Oh, that was pretty clean from Sora.
I mean, that's fair. It has been a pretty shitty week. Everybody needs a laugh. I mean, I do like my memes.
Oh, there's another magic!
That's double magic!
And if I'm reading it right, the Bolero had Zelda's Lullaby, which I don't think Jagger checked.
I have no idea.
It doesn't seem like it.
This is in no way all dungeons. Or at least it's not all dungeons for the song. It could be all dungeons for items. No, that's not magic locked. The other magic is literally sitting outside the waterfall up there.
Yep. All you really need are like hover boots or Zelda's Lullaby.
Look, in Philip's defense, it's a really good song.
It's still like a free thing for Sora to pick up. Who knows, Nocturne might be here.
Oh, that's true. Nocturne being in here would make a heck of a difference.
Yep.
Though actually just getting some more warp songs in general would be nice.
We're still missing Requiem, so we could get it to Spirit Temple.
Yeah, looking at this, I suspect it's wanting us to cross the wasteland on foot. So, getting Requiem would be nice. Oh, apparently, if you go Ice's Child, these ice dudes don't take any damage from the Kokiri sword. In which case, I'm guessing they're probably using the same damage template as the Armos.
Yep. It's just that you'll never get to see Freezers in, as Child.
Which is nice.
And you can't really stun lock him either. Boomerang! Oh! That, see? Rushing Ice was the play!
So why the hell is the Temple of Time on the way to...
Well, you sprint at them, they
Jabu?
Then that means, maybe it's not? Oh! Then ZL is on Requiem! That makes sense!
Yeah.
And that's your only logical access to like, the fortress area. So that is a huge bailout for Sora.
So yeah, so doing the skip to get to Ice Without Zelda's Lullaby makes it cuts out a lot of the logic of this seed.
There's a wallet. I think that's a small chest.
On the other hand, it's nice to know that it's expecting you to walk it. Which means Requiem... Is Requiem on Burning Village there?
Burning Cack? Was it hinted?
Well, it's not a case of where else is left. Because if Zelda's Lullaby has to be out there for that hint to make sense.
Unsung Grave. Ooh. There's Sunsong Grave, and there's also Ice Cavern.
Yeah, Requiem could just be nice. Also, I thought we'd seen... Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, I see.
So if Requiem is an ice, then Sora gets bailed out heavily. Aside from the fact that he can't actually go into spirits.
Well, they can, because they can drop off that big Poe. They can technically go back and do Dunpei digging as kid, but when are they going to go child?
Yep.
Yeah, it was for Eponas for logic to get into ice. Ooh, that's disgusting. But also, we've managed to circumvent it for pretty... Like, Sora's managed to just completely circumvent it.
Mm-hmm. That's why you play on
lovely
logic. That's true, a desert crossing is in logic, considering that Lens of Truth and the magic.
And the Eponas is the last key.
In other words, the magic in Fountain is magic locked.
Yes, technically yes. Yeah. Actually, no, we don't need... We got a scale really early, so we could have turned the letter in at basically any point. It's purely for Zelda's Lullaby to get into Zora's Domain as adult.
It's Minuet. So, yeah, he's gonna have to do Desert Crossing. That's fine.
But at least we know. Like, that boomerang basically tells us what the logic must have been.
Well, he's gonna go back child anyways, and he might actually pick that up.
And Jagger is now following that make Hylia for Volvagia hint. I like it, I like it. Like, both of these people have been doing really well. They've played really solidly, they've been reading the logic and making good choices. It's just that Sora decided to meme and got rewarded for it.
Even more rewards, because he doesn't actually have to go there. Yes, indeed, Ice wins again.
No, I reckon he will need to go there. I reckon he will need to cross desert because Spirit Temple is Path Hint.
And not only that, but Requiem is on,
Well, Requiem is Zelda's Lullaby locked.
Yep.
And Nocturne is also Zelda's Lullaby locked. No, wait, hang on. I think Requiem has to be in Composer's Grave. No. Nocturne has to be in Composer's Grave. This is a Trez seed. Why is anyone surprised?
It's a classic Trez seed, but it's not AD.
This is not a Trez seed, by the way.
You told me it was a Trez seed before.
I wanted to roll it, and then Words for Swords who opened the room sniped me, so this is a Words for Swords.
Ah, that makes sense.
Feeding your commentators false information, Trez. How could you?
That was... yeah. I'm sorry.
It's fine.
At least we get to see Jagger kill Sam the Toucan.
Everybody hates that guy.
Well, maybe if he followed his nose instead of following Link's pockets. I knew that bird can't be trusted. He stuffed Link's pockets full of Fruit Loops. The one which is basically the equivalent of Kirby's stomach.
I mean, but aren't Fruit Loops like super sugary? Do you like? I cannot deal with super sugary first thing in the morning. I cannot handle it. Also, it's so chemically tasting, isn't it?
Well, Jagger has his first set of bombs, so he's probably going to be rushing DC soon.
And then getting the other bomb bag.
Yep.
Though I guess I'm going to clean out Hyrule Field first because Jagger has been very solidly following the path hints.
Yeah,
so
he's been very thorough.
Yeah, I would expect them to just get the Iron Boots straight over here, just like Sora did.
And that's going to be a KF play from Sora. Well, a DT play. Tektite Gra is the only one that's not accounted for, and they could both do it.
Yeah, looks like Sora's doing Deku. Whether Sora does whole of Deku, I don't know, because they've got Doomsfire and Magic. They might just decide to take a shortcut.
Well, he doesn't need to do flame storage today. Though he might.
Yeah, no, it looks like Jagger's just heading straight to Denongo's cavern.
Yep.
Yep. So, as stated earlier, of course you're going to do Deku. You've got the Kokiri sword. Even though we know there's only one thing in here, and that's the Zora's tunic.
Of course. It's all about getting them t-shirts.
Like, you gotta do fashion.
Well, to be fair, in a lot of games now you get to be as fashionable as you want.
Yes, it's so nice to basically be able to choose my own look. Like, I don't want to be girly. What is this?
Indeed. It's like... maybe some of us would rather have long hair even if we don't have it ourselves.
Yep, absolutely. Like, I know a lot of guys with long hair, and it does suit them. Hi, Melky. Honestly, rushing Ice seems to have paid off again.
Yes.
Because we did have some lovely, beautiful, convoluted logic, which Sora just circumvented by rushing Ice by using the hover boots.
You're still gonna have to cross the desert to actually get ZL to finish Shadow, but still.
Because Spirit Temple is on a path. So
And
they're
no
going to need to
chickens
go there
yet.
at some point.
Basically, we found the banana in the freezer.
Though as a side note, putting bananas in liquid nitrogen is freaking hilarious.
It's a banana that basically shatters.
Yeah, it's great. You can use it as a hammer.
Oh god, the boomerang as a hammer. Yes, please. It'll be the first multi-purpose boomerang.
I mean, technically, it's already multi-purpose. You can kill things, you can hit switches, and you can make people rage.
And collect sculptulas, but not much else.
Do not underestimate the amount that it can make people rage.
The hook shot, though.
Yeah, but the hookshot doesn't make people rage. The Rang does.
Now it just makes me happy that I found something.
Precisely. Whereas how many times have people just been searching for the boomerang for like hours?
Or the mirror shield. Or
Yep,
Din's fire. Or light arrows, even.
Also, thank you, Plastic. Happy 1 hour. Speaking of which, it's been an hour. We've got some time when they're not particularly doing anything too much. We
Just
should do some
going
shout-outs.
Yeah, just going over what everyone else has done before.
So, to our unsung heroes, you're getting mentioned first. It's the trackers. Except my typing is not working. Come on, Command. Thank you. Thank you to Phantom FRV and Disco Moose. Disco Moose is a great name, I'm just saying.
Speaking of moose, I actually did find the one near my neighborhood yesterday. Like,
They are big and fast.
like, I think they're just eating the leaves on the tree, well, or what's left of it, because it's winter.
Yeah, that's fair. But yes, to continue our shout-outs, thank you to my fellow commentator, Lee Harold. Thank you to our runners, Sora and Jagger. They have links, you can go follow them, they are both very good players. And thank you to our restreamer, which I believe has now switched from Trez to Mizu. You know, right after I called out Trez, they just said, no, they're gone. So,
And our seed roller, maybe?
oh yes, and our seed runner for giving us this. I'm not sure how to describe this.
Well, the logic's a bit easier to figure out than, say...
True.
Some
It's
other
not a
seed.
star seed. It's not a star seed. But yeah, it's a pretty good seed. It's just, how do you describe this seed? Like, it's good, but I'm not sure how to describe it.
Get rewarded for,
Meaning,
memeing or playing out of logic.
I mean, yeah.
And you get punished for not doing it. Because it's really all about finding ZL in Nocturne. Which... Nocturne would have to be, in Sunsong Grave.
Yeah,
Therefore-
basically.
And Requiem would also have to be in,
But Requiem can't...
Burning Cack.
Yeah, Nocturne cannot be on Burning Kakariko, because Shadow is our water medallion.
Yep.
So Nocturne has to be in Composer Grave, which means Requiem basically has to be
Burning
on
Cack.
Burning Kakariko, yeah.
And we have to, cross the wasteland once.
In all fairness, Lensless Wasteland, even if we had to do it, even if we didn't have Lens, Lensless Wasteland isn't too bad.
Yep. At least they don't have to go for that 30 skulls bomb bag, which isn't the only first logical bomb bag. I am curious on whether Sora will actually go.
Yeah, I guess the seed is just pretty chill, really.
Zooter and chill. Just the way I like it. Until Twin Rova starts being an asshole.
And actually chilling.
Yes. Or burning. Jagger is gonna be getting a strength too.
And do you reckon they're just going to go and head straight to Spirit?
Probably.
Like, I see no reason why not. You've got Mirror Shield, you've got Strength 2. You don't have a bow.
Yep.
But yeah, the logic's pretty obvious.
Well, the west side of Hyrule is quite a huge bottleneck.
No, it isn't. We have plenty of bottles.
But I mean, like, for bottleneck, I mean, you need either
Yep,
a
I
long
know, I
shot
was
or
just-
a bonus song.
Yeah, I was just making a bad pun.
Yep. And then there's also actually crossing where you need either long shot or hover boots.
Nope. Jagger's buying into the meme as well. Jagger is also going ice. Probably hoping for Requiem of Spirit.
Well, he's going to be getting Minuet anyways. And
Oh, were they just checking Lower Zora's... That... Why are they going up and then down again?
I think he's just indecisive. Sora making really good use of that, Oh, a big chest there. I actually much prefer, like, chest texture matches content. Oh, just stone.
So, what was that? What was that about memes? What was that about memes?
I think that's about the second item. The paperweight. Yeah, chest texture with, like, custom textures. Anything that's, like, in a, normal-looking kind of chest that you see, like, on the Jagger screen, that's gonna be where a junk item normally is. But if there's a gold-rimmed chest with a Triforce on the front, that is where a key item normally is. But if there's, like, a skull chest with, like, a token in it, it'll have, like, spider cobwebs on it over a black chest.
Okay, that's kind of cool.
Yeah. And let me see, there was one more. Don't remember exactly.
But why did they go up river and then just not go to ice?
I have no idea.
Oh, maybe they don't know King Zora Skip.
Either that, or he's just more tempted to going to the Western Hyrule.
Yeah, but if you spent the time going up Zora's River, then...
Oh right, the keys, the small key chest being like the white and black, kind of like a zebra, but with more key, like a key look to it. As well as the big key design from, you know, the game. It's having all those kinds of chests are really cool. Though in seeds like these, it basically becomes a war option if you don't pick up any sort of items along the way, like if you kill any enemies. Well, we'll get to see what's on Tektite Grotto, at least. Nothing.
And nobody was surprised.
Well, that just means one thing. It was for those iron boots.
Yep.
But Jagger will be heading straight to, Fortress now. Wonder if Sora's gonna be picking up his strength on Dampé digging. He's got Sun Song, so it should be free. And it looks like Epona is not being very cooperative with these inclines.
Yeah, you just need to treat her nicely and know how she handles, and then it'll be absolutely fine.
So, don't... Make sure that she doesn't go up onto, inclines. Got it.
No, it's just a case of she doesn't like going over lips when she's at top speed, so you need to do it a bit in advance, so she's got time to slow down from top speed a bit.
Wait, was that a big chest or a small chest?
Small, I believe.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to see when you're in the dark.
Yeah, Kuiper, she doesn't handle well for you because you keep insulting her. I don't insult her and I handle her just fine. She clearly just knows who likes her and is, you know, biased. You just have to treat her nicely and then she behaves, just like any horse.
And Jagger purposely getting arrested.
I mean, yeah, purposefully getting arrested is definitely a strategy.
Indeed, he's a bad boy.
So yes, if anyone's wondering about the discussion in chat, I am really bad at aiming minigames. I just turn them off. It might be the fact that I use BizHawk, but I'm just bad at them, so I turn them off. Because fuck horseback archery.
I think it's just the plastic part of the analog stick that sometimes gives me issues, because it's starting to wear out.
I mean, there are some people who their stick going back to center actually slightly overshoots on the other side and shifts things, and there's some where just the dead zone's not being received properly, so it doesn't move at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me either it doesn't move, it goes halfway across the screen.
Yeah, the Nintendo 64 is a weird beast.
It really is.
Nothing on Bombchu Bowling.
I mean, which is a shame, because quite often there's something on Bombchu Bowling, but...
It looks like he's going back adult. Yep. Not getting that strength. Full strength too.
Ooh.
So he's gonna be missing out on a hammer.
Yeah, which is going to kind of suck.
And Dampé is usually one that people are just gonna orphan if they don't get him early.
Yeah, so the question is, where does Sora go? Like, you kind of need that strength to do any... Oh, they're doing water?
Well, we've already determined a lot of the song logic, so... Not likely to be on Child Spirit, sadly. Because Nocturne can't be on Burning Cack, ZL has to be on the Requiem check.
Okay, but hang on. Sora just did Serenade Water to walk to Lake Hylia, right?
Yep.
And now they've pulled out the big po in a bottle. Why?
Well, he's got some interesting routing decisions.
Yeah, but you'd have expected them to hand in the big po on the way out, then play Serenade.
Well, he's got 20 skulls. That's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, always makes sense to gather up to 20 because there are so many people who miss important things on 20. And as far as they're concerned, they're still hunting for a strength.
He's safe quitting. Don't remember where the safe warp was for adult. I just know that child was basically the funniest thing. Oh, that's even closer than playing Prelude.
Okay, yeah, that is super close.
You'll be getting that strength. But he won't be getting the second one until he goes back child again, hopefully.
And gets the correct time of day for it.
Well, he should be able to manipulate that. But he's gonna have to cross desert twice unless he can find another just along the way. But for now, Sora's just gonna be following Jagger for the most part. Aside from one particular room. There's a key in the back. See if there's a few fatties. Yeah, there aren't too many fatties here.
Sorry, just writing down notes for interview questions.
I'm guessing related to Sora's,
Yeah, basically going, why did you do it that way round instead of the other way round? Because if you did Serenade to do lake diving, then you can just ride Epona all the way from Lake Hylia just straight to Gerudo Valley. I mean, I'm guessing because they hadn't checked Tectite Grotto yet.
That's a small. Yeah, it is small. It's certainly much easier to see on my main screen than it is on one of my side screens, just because the brightness settings are a bit higher.
I mean, that's fair. I completely missed all of the checking the maze chests.
Everyone's getting arrested today. Since Gerudo Fortress isn't hinted foolish yet.
Look, sometimes you just want to get a free meal and a free night's sleep.
I'm not sure if they're actually giving a free meal. Because some prisons aren't like that.
You make a good point.
Sure, it's that way in a lot of, like, European countries and even, like, the United States. Even if it resembles like a dog pound. Yes, Jax. Don't arrest me. Don't give me the easy peek to the chest.
Okay, so
That could be taken a different way.
So interesting and actual historical fight. So Victorian Britain, right?
Yeah.
We actually have records of quite a few people who did crimes deliberately to get put in jail because food was so expensive, and they got free meal and shelter.
Yep.
Like, we literally have records of people getting out, getting released from jail, going and doing a crime directly in front of some people and saying, "Yep, take me back to jail, please." Because they just didn't have the money or the job or the home to go back to.
Yep. It's happened, I think, just about anywhere where they have this sort of hospitality in prison. Yes.
Yeah, but nowadays with the tracking of criminal records, it's a lot harder to get a job, so that's less in favour nowadays.
Yeah. Well, I do see. Well, doesn't seem to be anything of value in the maze. Well, I mean, internet access is available in prisons. You're just put on a curfew. And it depends on where you get thrown. Also, I don't think we're gonna get a toilet play from either of them. Doesn't seem to be anything in GTG so far.
But also, yeah, that Temple of Time for Baronade hint, that is going on my list of how bad can path hints really be? For like,
Well,
you want convoluted? Here's convoluted, here's the example.
well, I could think of something that was much worse. Death Mountain Crater Path to Bongo Bongo, and the only thing I found was a scale. A silver scale.
Oh no. Also, if you hear random swearing from behind me while I'm commentating, it's because my boyfriends are both playing XCOM 2 specifically, and they're both playing Iron Man, and occasionally this goes wrong. The Temple of Time song was Epona's song, and basically the reason Temple of Time is on the path to Baronade is to get Epona so that you can cross the wasteland, to get Zelda's Lullaby at the Desert Colossus, so that you can go to Ice Cavern to get your boomerang to do Baronade. That is why.
None of them have dipped forest so far, and I don't think they're gonna be doing that unless they're last.
Yep. But yeah, Jackstronomy. Now you see why I'm using that as a handy go-to for path hints. Can be simple. Path hints can be not simple.
Well, toilet is a key. That's good to know. Now it's in the maze. Let's see what's in the maze. Clearly nothing in the middle. Definitely hard to see with those chains.
Oh yeah, very. Also, for that noise was because I had just taken a mouthful of something to eat when you posted that, Edu. So it's just like, I can't talk, but also I'm laughing. Okay, so Sora is now going through Gerudo Training Grounds, and Jagger is just heading through Spirit. So where do you reckon this thing we need in Spirit is going to be? And do we reckon it's actually a bow or a hammer? Do you reckon it's on Child Spirit just for the additional troll of having to do Burning Kakariko?
Well, we found a big chest.
Oh. That is related to a bow, but that is not a bow.
And it also wouldn't be path either, just because, you know...
Yep.
Din's fire.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Bow can be technically part of Volvagia, depending on where the boss key is.
Spicy toothpick, don't you mean the cherry candy? Thank you very much.
Do you ever get the impression that sometimes the names we make for things are inaccurate or weird?
That's the point. To make them as weird as possible.
I'm not sure it is, but sure.
Jagger being bullied by lizards.
Okay, what kind of caramel apple do you guys get? What kind of toffee apple do you guys have? Mine aren't generally translucent.
Yes, it's
more
shiny
like a lollipop.
It's a shiny. Just like how there's shinies in Pokemon.
Yes, I mostly I expect toffee apples to be opaque and not have sharp objects in the middle.
It's a free arrow.
Okay, please do not lick arrowheads. It doesn't end well.
Well, if you go slowly, it shouldn't make much of a difference. Oh no! Jagger just ran out.
Oh no.
He ran out of magic at the worst possible time. See, that's why you should try targeting the invisible floor masters.
Oh yeah, they drop well, they have a chance to drop magic, don't they?
Yep. And since Jagger doesn't have a bow, there's nothing he can do for a sunblock room that doesn't involve opening the doors. All he's gonna get from here are just
and possibly just die.
Yeah, he's just on death's door. Not anymore.
And setting up for a save scum of that kid.
Yep.
First bow on Bongo would be hilarious, but mean.
See how much time would have been saved by simply killing a floor master in your area?
Do you have a gripe against people not killing that floor master?
No. It's just a smart plan to actually do it if you're
Fair
running
enough.
low on magic.
Fair.
Because Jagger was forced to orphan that chest. He's going to be grabbing magic from here as well.
I mean, honestly, I'd also be considering just coming back and doing it as child anyway, if you still haven't found what you need by the time.
No Requiem, though.
Yeah, true.
And Nocturne has to be on Sunsong. But Jagger does not know that. Whereas Sora has full knowledge of where his songs are now. Or at least, yeah, he should. Given that Shadow is on the water medallion.
Yep.
Wreck on BK is basically going to happen. It has to.
So basically, this seed is really nice apart from pretty much anything to do with Spirit.
Anything that has to do with, like, the Gerudo area.
No, G wasn't good, it wasn't bad either.
Just didn't have anything of value in there.
Oh, hi.
Long shot! Oh! That means Jagger could do Water Temple.
That makes it worse. You do realize how that makes it worse.
That means Water Temple might have,
Specifically, Morpher might have.
the hammer. Or could... yeah. Since, BK was hinted. Well, there's only, like, 4 items in Water Temple, so, like, there's a good possibility. Oh, and shoot the sun! Right. Remember that path to, Volvagia and, like...
I mean, I think Jagger is checking whether or not this dungeon is Requiem locked by just doing the dungeon.
Yeah.
But yeah, that chest he orphaned is looking more and more important. On the other hand, it makes this wall climb a lot easier having a long shot.
Yep. And those torch slugs also drop magic, so if he wants, he could kill a few. But at least Sora will be able to complete Shadow Temple. That'll be one.
Side note, Jagger could have also filled up on magic from those torch slugs, because they are the thing that reliably drops magic every single time.
Yep. Just like the Floor Masters and the Redeads.
Oh, Floor Masters guaranteed? Didn't think they were guaranteed, whereas the torch slugs were.
Torch slugs and Redeads aren't guaranteed for magic drops. As well as Floor Masters. Well, time for an additional 15 minutes of just waiting around in Shadow Temple.
Yep, so Sora's probably just going to go there, deal with it.
Yep, they're all magic drops. Just like how keys are often either, they're either arrows, hearts, or rupees. And Deku Babas are either nuts or sticks, depending on how you kill them. And yep, we're getting a rebuffer. They'll be back momentarily.
So yeah, I guess that's one of those very small bits of knowledge that can make a heck of a difference. Okay, just checking whether my things are synced. And reloading again. Everybody loves the reload. For reference, I'm just reloading my own commentary page.
It looks like both streams are back.
Yep, I think I'm now back in sync.
Sora just killed Dead Hand, and Jagger is fighting off Twin Rova.
Twin Rover do the spin. Oh, there's Bo!
Oh, there it is. That's a bailout.
Second check in shadow. Our first Bo, folks.
Just hammer and light arrows left, and I'm pretty sure light arrow. There's only 2 possible checks at this point where that hammer could be if it's long shot locked. Morpha or shoot the sun.
I like how we had to do all of that for a bow, and Melky is still going, that's not on bongo. I mean, on the other hand, I also know the kinds of seeds that Melky runs, so I'm not surprised, but also I don't want to run a Melky seed.
We're still missing 1 strength, but if Sora finds one in Shadow Temple, then he can get bailed out.
Yeah, he could get bailed out pretty hard if he finds a strength there.
Though we will have to cross desert again.
No.
Well, yeah, it's true. He doesn't have to.
Because,
aside from
well, it
getting
depends
long
on where
shot,
Hammer is.
Yeah, you still need to get that long shot.
I mean, you still need to get Hammer.
And long shot, because Jagger's got his in Spirit Temple.
True, like, he's gonna have to go there eventually. No, I'm just thinking he might not need to... Oh, hi. What were we just saying? What were we just saying?
Oh! Never mind.
So! Spirit Temple, path to Volvagia. It is relatively simple, not awful.
So we're just missing light arrows. Jagger still has Shadow left, which he could probably get to.
I mean,
Prelude or save warping.
Bearing in mind, Jagger still has to find their rang. Jagger still needs to work out that they need to go to Ice Cavern. That's not happening for a while. And Jagger's going into Water Temple without a bow.
Yep. That means there's 1 chest he won't be able to access. He'll be able to peek it, but he won't be able to access it.
But the thing is, if you do this, where do you go? Because if you're looking at the pathways, right?
Mm-hmm.
The way that Jagger is reading it right now, it could be Epona's song to get to Spirit Temple, to get the long shots to do water, to get your rang for Baronade.
Yep.
It's just Zelda's Lullaby to get into Zora's Domain, but he doesn't know that. He's gonna have the entire fucking sea to search.
Well, there's the big chest. That's convenient.
So, do more for straight away, bye.
Yep. Because in Water Temple, other than the big key chests, the only thing that's locked logically behind that long shot would be so he's probably going to shoot the sun, hoping that rang is there.
But also, Of course, the one time where water might theoretically be on your path hint, and so you kind of want to clear it. Of course, that's when you get the God Mode water, where you don't need ZL. Because, yeah, you don't need ZL for this. You have ZL-less water.
Yep.
Oh, that was a lovely morph quick kill there.
Indeed.
But yeah, I agree with you, Melky. Go to Shadow to think.
Jagger picking up his 3rd medallion. Though water is relatively short, even when you full clear.
Yeah, it depends on whether you have everything for it, which in this case we don't.
So it's good to know that Child Spirit is basically useless.
Might still have light arrows. We don't know it's useless. It's distinct. It's looking pretty damn likely it's useless, but it's not guaranteed. Also, shout out to whichever architect decided.
Oh right, he can't do shoot the sun. He doesn't have a bow.
Oh yeah. Whoops.
You just realized that.
But yeah, shout outs to whichever architect designed Shadow Temple and decided to, you know, make an entire room dedicated to this giant pot that was shaped like a skull. Like, congratulations, sir. You have understood the aesthetic brief of this dungeon.
Yep. Well, there's another room like that, but with 3 of them that are rotating.
I mean, yeah, they probably ran out of ideas and were like, okay, so where do you want the treasury for this dungeon?
Like,
Okay.
the only thing of value in there is a skull. But not people.
There's a lot of rupees.
Yeah, but you're only really gonna go for that skull if you're desperate or if it's skull sanity.
Oh yeah, but it's just like, okay, where do you want to put all of your where do you want to put all of your money in the treasury? Do you want a treasury? I want to put it in a pot. I mean, really, Ganon? You know that Link's worst enemy is pots and he destroys all of them. Make them big pots that are on fire and spinning.
It looks like Jagger's
okay.
going to Ice Cavern now.
Yep, that's nice. So, I don't know why they're doing this now, but it is what they need to do.
It's because he could do Fire Temple and Shadow Temple whenever now.
Then why not do your progression? Why go to Ice? I mean, they're right to follow Zelda's Lullaby and the fact that they can actually get here logically, but... Okay, so these places do have a use in lore, and I believe that's basically as, much like in Wind Waker, they're a place where these sages pray and store power, etc., etc.
Well, the Shadow Temple was fancied into a prison, a torture prison, for the insurrectionist Sheikah.
Yes, but Bongo Bongo was actually sealed in the well. Like, the well was designed as Bongo's prison.
Yep. Prison, the bottom of the well, the Dompe's grave, the Royal Tomb, and Shadow Temple are all connected in a different way.
Yeah,
but
I mean, it might be because the Shadow Temple is, like, basically sitting on top of a wellspring of shadow-connected power, and therefore they didn't want Bongo to have free access to that power, or doom!
Well, he's a prisoner of war, too.
I mean, yeah. Ah, Zora Skip. Yeah.
Yes, CAC does look and sound very peaceful, but underneath is basically a torture dungeon.
I mean, it did basically used to be a ninja clan's training center.
Yep. And the same sort of thing happened at Twilight Princess with Arbiter's Ground, where it was the remnants of the Spirit Temple.
Big place, strong walls. Yeah, sure, make it a prison.
Yes. Well, I mean, isn't any country's history kind of like that anyways? Like, where it's mostly peaceful and calm for most countries, but
And then the British turned up.
Can't really say the same for the US, given their situation.
No, in all fairness, the US's history was lovely and calm, and then the British turned up. And the French, and the Spanish. Look, I'm
maybe
from
not
England.
as much the French, but definitely from the British and the Spanish.
Oh, and the Dutch. No, definitely the French as well. Though I guess the French got more of Africa. Anyway, yes, this seed that we're playing...
It was more of Africa with everyone else. But yes, the seed. I mean, it could be worse. The Fire Nation.
I mean, you're not wrong. But yes, we are in no mode apart from Lighthouse, so we're in glow mode.
Well,
I mean, yeah.
Fuck Europe then, but Europe now.
Mm.
You could clearly make a bit more of a meme out of that.
Okay, I am not going to get into politics while on commentary. I am not going to get into politics while on commentary.
Fair. It's always touchy.
Yeah. Like, they may allow me to get away with horrifically bad puns. But politics, they might draw the line.
Yes.
Even if some people may consider some of the puns I make to be crimes.
Oh, you just missed the one cycle.
Oh, it's never fun missing the one cycle.
That's a good question. When will we find it?
So basically Sora's either going to luck out and find the other strength, or they are pretty much never fucking finding that strength.
Yep. And we still have no clue where that third one is.
So we don't know where that third one is. They could absolutely luck into it. It could be on Bongo. It could be the Bongo reward. It could just be right here.
It could also
be on Shoot the Sun.
It could be on Forest. It could also be on in Well.
But honestly, about the worst place it could be right now is the worst place that it actually is.
Ganon's Castle.
Okay, Ganon's Castle would be worse because that would force them. Basically, anything where they are forced to get that strength on Dampé digging as child is the worst place. Certainly, we don't know where it is. So we can probably update that path hint command, because we know that Lake Hylia was hover boots for Volvagia.
Yep.
And we know that Temple of Time was Epona's song for Baronade, but that might need a bit of explaining whenever anyone looks at it.
Yep.
So technically it's Epona's song for Desert Access, for Zelda's Lullaby, for Ice Cavern, for Rang.
Oh! There's the bailout!
What did I say about locking out? What did I say about locking out?
There's that bailout, so, any ideas where that, where those light arrows could be now?
Okay, but now I just want to be mean and say outside Ganon's castle.
You know everyone wants that, but how about Spirit Trial? Just for something unexpected.
Ooh.
Because everyone wants the worst possible outcome.
Yeah, Chad is mean, and they are generally unashamed of this.
Everyone is mean. We should give our runners a bit of a break. It's a Forest or Spirit Trial.
I mean, I thought you were going to say Forest, at which point it's like, that's not a break.
Forest Trial. That is a break.
Forest Trial is definitely a break. Forest isn't. But also Forest. Do we want to open up a bet for where light arrows are then?
Yeah, might as well. Well, with Treasure Chest game, they can already do it. Oh, and F for Jagger.
Oh no. Wait, Link is very flat in that death animation. Like, they were super flat.
He melted into the ice, obviously. Also, Hyrule Castle is foolish. So that should be updated too.
So, Restreamer, lovely Restreamer, who is the wonderful and excellent Mizu, can we have a bet for light arrows? As always, the way you take part in the bet is you do ! bet and then write the location you think it is. Given how memey this scene is, meme answers will be enjoyed and laughed at, or you can actually, take a decent shot at it. Generally, the more accurate the more specific a bet is, the more likely you are to be chosen as a winner. And it will not be in a foolish location, so it cannot be in Zora's Domain, it cannot be in Hyrule Castle. It can still be in Ganon's castle.
We must have a bet. We must know where those light arrows are before Ganondorf tells us. Saying something like, in the Forest Temple, or in my castle, or
Treasure
in
chest.
the market.
Treasure chest game has not been done. Places which have been full cleared. Ice Cavern. Dodongo's Cavern. Deku Tree. Kiri Forest. Hyrule Field.
Wait, did you bet GTG? Valkyrie?
Oh yeah, we've seen all of Jabu too, I think.
Yes. Sora did it.
It will be in a big chest. I mean, alternatively, Sora's just gonna, find it in GTG before the bet actually gets opened.
Yeah. Though I think it's only for one chest now. Oh! Oh my gosh!
Hey, it was golden, but it was not light arrows. I was just worried, oh shit, have I cursed it again?
It's titties.
Sorry, not cursed, predicted.
Oh my goodness, another big chest! And it's... Farore's Wind!
Farore's, why couldn't you have come to our aid earlier?
Well, at least Sora gets to use this,
4 light arrows, please, Mizu.
Yes, for light arrows we must know where are they contained. Light arrows can actually be Way of the Hero if you have the trials on, but thankfully standard settings don't have them on. Hey, Philip knows where I'm going with this, so since he has that bet, I think I'm gonna go with something else.
We do not know if outside Ganon's castle is foolish. Are foolish locations that we know of. Hyrule Castle and Zora's Domain.
Yep. Which means we would need a foolish dungeon. It can't be Ice Cavern either, because Serenade was not there. Neither was Prelude.
Yeah, it cannot be Ice Cavern, it cannot be Dodongo's Cavern. It now cannot be GTG, I don't think.
Not anymore.
It could be Child Spirit.
It could be.
It could be in that one check that got skipped in Spirit. It could be Treasure Chest minigame, which they have had access to for years.
But...
Oh shoot, the sun is a fun one. Oh, sunblock is a key? Okay, fair enough.
Time to give them a bit of a break. This. And then I'm gonna lose the bets.
I mean, betting Forest is hilarious. Hammer Chest would be also amusing. Because why is it always fucking Hammer Chest? I hate Hammer Chest.
But the thing is, it's not a Tress Seed. It's a Weighty Word Seed. Actually, words
It's a word.
for swords.
Yep, words for swords.
Well, words can be swords.
Words can absolutely be swords. Phantom Ganon? Yeah, that's a bet. Well, yes. Yes, Joss. That was what he wanted me to think. Unfortunately, he then got sniped.
And Spirit Temple is still going to be faster completion regardless on whether Sora has to full clear.
Yeah, because Jagger ran out of magic, so it's going to be much quicker for Sora, probably.
Yep, he's got that double magic going on for him.
Okay, nobody actually did chickens.
Yeah, no one's actually done chickens.
Oh
Most people
no.
don't do chickens.
Oh no. Oh no.
You want something like, you'll never find the light arrows in Kakariko Valley! And suddenly, Kari appears in the chat with her Kojiro emote.
And then we hear Kuiper screaming across the globe from America.
Yes.
And then we get a lot of chickens emotes. Because Kuiper has chickens emotes. Somebody else has chickens emotes. I saw a chicken getting squashed by a hammer earlier.
That's Silver Gauntlets.
Okay, how mean were we going? Just how mean were we going? There we go, thank you, Tafil.
Yep, it's one of the Silver Gauntlets ones.
But also, don't do that to chickens. That just ends badly for you.
In real life, that would just end up in chicken nuggets.
No, it wouldn't.
A squished chicken.
That is not how you get chicken nuggets. That's how you get mystery meat.
That's also how I get a lawsuit.
I mean, yes.
Because that is inhumane to just crush a chicken like that. But it is
Absolutely.
faster.
Chickens are actually really nice. They have a surprising amount of personality.
Yes.
I do not advocate being mean to chickens. Chickens are actually kind of cool.
They're great pets because they can handle all the pests in your house. And periodically, you can have some that lay eggs. So you could basically get free omelets. It's part of a chicken's menstrual cycle. So the eggs in the supermarket are just chicken periods that we're eating.
I mean, true, all birds are cool. There are a lot of very cool birds.
Indeed.
That's a good point. Chicken food does cost a lot. And also, if you end up with 2 roosters by accident, they will fight occasionally.
You
And then you
have
get to
grab
make them into...
seeds and grains, or even like just feed them whatever you're eating. Like some pets, you could just feed them anything and they'll be fine.
Chickens are a little more fussy than that.
Not as fussy as me, though. Like, you can't feed a chicken its own brethren and it won't care. Because they won't know where it came from.
I mean, they're not pigs. Pigs will not care. Pigs really will not care. They will eat anything.
They also got very tough skins, so it's hard for a snake to get a bite in on them.
That one I didn't know.
That's often why they aren't worried about snakes when they're near them. Pigs are pretty cool. Too bad you only get to see them in Wind Waker. And they're basically like chickens.
Okay, interesting fact, Wizard. Thank you. So, as you can tell, we've got to the bit in the seed where we're not entirely sure. Everyone's just doing checks that we've already seen. So, we've got the light arrow bet open, and we're just talking about nonsense, and you are learning things about life.
Learning things about chickens and pigs. Because they're delicious, but they're cute. It's like one of those morally gray areas of life where you find something that's cute and you just want to cuddle up, but you also want to eat it. At least vegans don't need to know that pain. Because they have plant-based alternatives instead.
I mean, vegetarians also.
Yeah.
I would have difficulty being a vegan just because I like dairy.
True.
I'd be quite happy to be a vegetarian.
Oh, Jagger is just so close on death's door just because he's at half a heart right now.
At least they're doing the sensible thing and stopping the beeping.
Yep.
The infernal beeping.
It's always a good idea to have a pretty good knowledge of drops for all sorts of different items. Because you spend less time searching for it.
Yeah, absolutely. The thing about the torch slugs is just something that's stay with me, because that's a really useful one to know.
It should be safe to eat your pet chicken's eggs if they lay some. And it's not fertilized. Because you get free omelets out of that. Or, like, free breakfast if you add foods to that.
I mean, still, definitions of free here.
It's more free than a child.
On the one hand, you're not wrong. On the other hand, we do not encourage cannibalism here, folks.
No, I mean, like, because you have to actually entertain the kids more effectively than, say, giving them a stick or a ball. Whereas chickens could be entertained by just about anything.
I don't know, have you met toddlers?
Well, I mean, if you give them something, they'll want more eventually. If they get bored of it.
I mean, so will the chickens. We have the strangest conversations. We do not encourage that, Edu. No. Okay, let us move swiftly away from this topic of conversation. And back onto,
Hurts?
well, it's more the case of we're just doing a dungeon run at this point.
Yeah, of dungeons they've already done.
Do you know what would be hilarious? If light arrows were just in bottom of the well the entire time and we had Song of Storms at the start?
Yep. It would sadden me if bottom of the well was foolish.
Yeah, I kind of want it to have light arrows in because that would be hilarious.
Dead-handed bottom of the well. Sign me up.
Speaking of birds, so I have a bird feeder outside my window. And I think a bluebird just... a blue tit just blended in so perfectly with the leaves that another blue tit just tried to land on it.
I wonder if Sora's actually going to finish off Twinrova to get his hammer.
No, Sora! No, Sora, don't fail!
He's gonna do water first.
Oh no!
That's fine.
I mean, yeah, it's fine, but also no. Oh yeah, he left for Oswind. It's fine. Yeah. Did he take down the platform?
No.
Like, did he take down the chain platform? Because he was right next to it.
He didn't, but he will.
Deku shield on the sun. How did it not burn?
Yes. You only burn it by running into a fire or by having a keys fly into it. The question is, will Sora actually full clear water? Or is he just gonna get the key and leave?
I mean, Sora has shown a tendency to bail already.
Yeah. Well, he's not going for compass chest. Don't think he's a compass chest kind of person first.
That's interesting. In which case he might just be intending on full clearing, because surely you do compass chest first to see whether you could just, you know, do the boss and leave.
Yep. But Jagger is basically in glow mode. He might need the strength 3, but anything can happen.
Yeah, but Jagger's strength 3 is a lot easier to find than Sora's.
Yep. He might actually try that before going up to Fire Temple.
Yep. Also, I'm just going to dip out for a brief moment because I have run out of water.
Fair.
And when doing a long stream, everybody should be hydrating. So, everybody, we're in water. Go get some water.
You wouldn't want to drink this water, though, given... Well, maybe, if you filter it. Well, I don't know, you'd have to, ask Estania about that. But if you don't hydrate quick, like, within a couple of days, well, I don't want to spoil the details. But at least we'll be getting some water temple checks. We already have like 2 small keys, and we know one item. There's another small key here. And Sora's probably gonna find his big key right now. Yep, there it is. Better late than never. Fire Temple or Jabu? This kind of looks like a Jabu play. No! This is Fire Temple play. We're going to Fire Temple, boys and girls. That's a Fire Temple. Because the fastest way is through Minuet. But it's still not a Tres Seed, it's a, words for sword seed. But yeah, still, blame Tres. Hover's locked fire. Because this Fire Temple is actually pretty late. It's locked behind Strength 2 and Mirror Shield. Oh, that was a very nice quick grab on the door.
Okay.
And I'm back just in time for a nice quick kill again.
Yeah. And Jagger's heading straight to Fire Temple. He's probably gonna do that before getting back his child. Both Goma and Morpha are basically like that. Well, Morpha if you get the quick grab. Yep, Morpha is a key. Do you think Sora will be tempted to go back into Water Temple?
Ooh, I'm not sure.
Indeed, it's not really long shot locked.
That's Bigoron sword. That's a big chest, but that was not light arrows. Nice to have.
Yep. It'll be useful for Volvagia and Ganondorf. Not much else, sadly.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sora's going back to water now.
I mean, when do we reckon Jagger might go back to war so they only diptych to do the boss?
Well, he's in glow mode.
Well, yes, that's what I mean. When does he go... Where does Water Temple fall on the priority list of locations to check for light arrows? I'm guessing after Jabu.
Yeah. I think the biggest issue might actually be, like... where... if... Oh, we already have a finisher.
Oh, nice.
Mr. Kaja with a time of 2 hours, 10 minutes, and 27 seconds. GG's.
GG, I don't think I know that name.
Yeah, that's a first for me as well. So this is a pretty jet seed.
Oh, it was a misclick for a forfeit.
Oh, it is a forfeit. Never mind.
Never mind. I mean, they are done, but they're not done in the good way.
They're done in a bad way.
They are done as in they are absolutely done with this.
Well, F's in chat, I guess, for forfeit.
Yep.
It's still fairly jet if you decide to both play out of logic and within the logic.
So, you mean just do the right checks?
Yep.
Just go to where all the items are.
Oh, that's a big chest.
It loves baiting us.
I think that's the second one. because there was another one that they never got to.
Really? Where was the other wallet? I don't remember
I
one.
don't remember. I think it might have been... It was a freestanding, that's all I remember.
Top of lab, maybe?
No, that was Deku Seats. I believe it was Volcano.
Oh.
Yeah. It was Volcano. Now I remember.
Nice.
Yeah, Water Temple is a whole lot of nothing this time, and...
Oh,
Back to
that's
Spirit.
neat. Oh, that's very neat. Yeah, leaving the floors when there is nice.
And Sora will still finish a slight bit faster than Jagger. Because all he has to do is hike to get to, Fire Temple. He doesn't need to do another age change. Unless, Light Arrow's on a Childlock chest. Very unlikely, though. Unless it's on Well.
Yeah, I am concerned about well. Okay, so this is a weekly race. How the weekly races work is there is a race room that's opened, and anyone who joins that race room gets the same seed. It's not just these two running.
Yeah.
There was 31 people who started this race. So yeah, there are lots of people off stream who are also running. We don't want to hear about them, no spoilers.
Yep.
But yeah, anyone can join in the weekly. All you need to do is join the race room, take the seed, not cheat, and then do the race. That's why there are two weeklies. There's the North American weekly, the NA weekly, which runs on Saturday at like 11 PM UK time, and the EU weekly, which runs at 2 PM UK time.
And also, that person misclicked on the forfeit button, so yeah. We still don't have an actual first place finisher.
Yep.
We'll get that maybe soon from Sora?
We don't know.
Because it's we're going fairly deep with the Fire Temple. For that
Yeah.
boss key, which is in Lower Maze, perfect. So
We probably want to be finishing the bet at some point. Sorry, closing the bet at some point fairly soon.
yep.
Oh no, wait, hang on. Sora's still got like all of Fire to do, and Jagger still has all of Jabu.
Yeah. But it's Lower Maze, so that's fairly accessible. 3 keys is all you really need. And Jagger is just heading straight to
Yep, that's absolutely fair, Stevie. If you want to ask us to clarify any terms that we're using, if you want to ask any questions, please do feel free, because both us commentators and chat themselves tend to be really helpful and lovely and friendly.
Yep.
I do try to be fairly newbie friendly with my commentary. I sometimes forget. Of course, thank you, Mizu.
That works.
I just want the blood of other runners.
Of course.
Wow.
Alex, you're just as bloodthirsty as the rest of chat. Then again, I'm not much different. There's glow mode for Sora. He just needs to make his way to our beloved Fire Noodle.
Oh no!
Rest in peace, Jagger. He got absolutely destroyed by
The fire
that
noodle got cooked. The fire noodle cooked him.
roll hold too. That's even worse. Yeah, you don't want Volvagia to end up in the last hole that he flew straight into. She or she, whatever. They, there.
No, I
think
think it is specifically she in Volvagia's case.
Yes.
Ah, Stevie Snap, I see you are getting this into a very similar way to how I managed to. Yeah, it is really fun to watch and learn. Like, the reason why I started doing this because I was just watching and I found the logic a really interesting puzzle.
Yeah.
Because, like, that's what Randomizer does. Like, it makes the entire game, this game with this music that I really like, into a new puzzle every time.
Well, I've been liking MMR as well. Although it's much more time sensitive than Ocarina of Time.
I don't like the I don't like the
But
time.
most of the dungeons are going to be far more barren, more off standard, unless they're hinted. Like, Stone Tower Temple and Great Bay are more likely to be dead. But you're not on a scavenger hunt for like one item at the end of the game. Like with Ocarina of Time.
Yeah, Ocarina of Time does turn into a casino a fair bit.
Oh,
Just
this is
hunting
so close to the troll.
Just hunting one thing, needle in a haystack.
But that death on Jagger's end will cost him quite a bit of time. Sora won't need to worry about that as much because he's picked up double defense.
Yeah, they're doing this on only 5 hearts. This is the trade-off with chess-size matches contents. Because on one hand, hey, you get to know very quickly which checks you don't need to bother doing. On the other hand, oh.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, not getting all the side chests, all the small chests, means you pick up a lot less pieces of heart, so you have a lot less healthy seeds in general.
Yeah.
Well, Wizard, it depends if you're actually putting something on the noodles. Like, something balanced and healthy food.
The
Or at
main
least have some
DSR
glue.
channel has another match going on. So that's an easy raid. And this isn't a bad seed at all.
Yeah, this is quite a nice seed.
The weirdest thing would probably just be the fact that you actually have to do Desert Crossing in order to get Zelda's Lullaby. Sora having to do it twice.
Yeah.
But he's still being fairly efficient.
Oh yeah, like, Sora's execution is brilliant. And their routing also very good. Like, both of these players are very good, and the thing we try to do for the restreams is picking 2 people who are roughly equivalent, so that they'll finish at about the same time.
Yep.
Currently this looks pretty close between these 2.
Hey.
Very, very close. With Sora being in the the main bracket, seated at number 25, and Jagger is in the Challenge Cup. So they're both pretty well off on actually being able to finish very cleanly. The XCOM comms, yes.
Yeah, they just had their first fatality and it was one of their best soldiers.
Oof.
Iron Man mode, it does not fuck around.
Iron Man in Pokemon, though, where it's basically like a harder Nuzlocke. Often randomized, too.
Yeah, that's Iron Mon. That is a specific mod for it.
Yeah, started from pot. I ate your pie. Still, it's like really neat to have these kinds of challenges. I still can't do strategy very well in Pokemon, though it's because I always go for the moves, though. I should just honestly go for, you know, trying to put them to sleep, or Leech Seed strats, and going for something tanky, because Venusaur is actually one of the best Pokemon, and it's actually been verified by people who do challenge runs.
Yeah, I just find it really interesting that all of these games that people loved, people have like either done self-imposed challenges or have shared challenges to other people. They found so many different ways to play the same game and make it challenging and new. It's really interesting.
Of course. That's Zooter as well.
Precisely. And pretty much any other randomizer.
Yep.
I mean, Kingdom Hearts also has randomizer.
Yep. And even, like, some of the more modern games, like Hollow Knight.
Hollow Knight randomizer is great and I love it.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to the randomizer for Pokemon Legends Arceus, or Arceus as some people call it.
I have no idea how they're going to randomize that, to be honest. But then again, I've barely seen anything of it, so I don't really know what is to be randomized, and we are not doing spoilers for a new game.
Yep.
We're being good.
I'm not sure how they would randomize the Lords, though. Because that was in the trailers.
Also, Sora going face first into a boulder. It happens to all of us. These people who do amazing execution, who nail all these tricks.
Yeah, the boulders still suck no matter how good you are.
Like you will still get boulder to face.
Like, that was a nasty pinch there. Well, how they'll randomize, it'll probably be like, yeah, it's interesting how they'll do randomizer.
Yep, there we go. Boss Key setting up for Rosewind, getting the Volvagia equipment ready. Sora's about to do this and then go get the hint from Ganon for the light arrows. So, if the bet is not already closed, then now is probably a good time.
I actually finished that game, or at least the first part of it, this morning before comms. Now it's just a question of, now it's just getting, like, all the plates. Yeah, FW is a pretty smart idea for this. You never know where light arrows are.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And you could just save right before reaching Ganon's castle. And then he can dispel it if he doesn't need that. Oh no, the troll hole!
So, for reference, the reason why that hole is called the troll hole is that Volvagia has 2 hitboxes. You may see them dropping bombs on a random hole. That is because when Volvagia flies around and then dives into a hole, their hitbox doesn't get removed. It just stays there underground, and it's just within bomb explosion range from the bottom of the hole that she last flew into. So what they're doing is they're putting the bombs in that hole to damage the second hitbox, instead of, fighting them in melee and causing them to fly around.
Well, it's a good thing that Zoro had plenty of chews, because he needs 9 of them for Big Goron's sword to actually get that quick kill.
Yeah. And so it's called Troll Hole when Volvagia pops up in the hole that she just flew into, because then you can't hit that second hitbox, and Volvagia is being a troll.
Yep. It's like whack-a-mole, but with a dragon that's trying to troll you.
In statements which are not wrong.
Now we'll be getting the hint. Where are those blasted light arrows? Jagger will be joining soon. Just needs to dispose of this parasite, which can also be a bit trolly if you don't get the quick kills.
Yeah, Jagger's going to possibly be a little irritated if their child, go back out, I'll get the hint, and it's in a child place again.
Yep.
But at the same time, you don't go and do bottom of the well when you have the light arrow hint waiting for you. You just don't.
Deadly Thunder would be sad to not see well being played at all, despite it being free in this seed, with a few exceptions.
Yeah.
Instead, the Rush Ice Gang was fairly satisfied.
Oh yeah,
Boy
absolutely.
Sponge. There goes the dinosaurs, going up to face off against the skeletons. There's one.
Yeah, the big Oron sword is just so good.
Indeed. Though you could also, if you buy a Giant's Knife, you could just store the Jump Slash and just use that for the Master Sword.
True, true.
But Big Goron's sword is so much better.
Yeah, it just is. Unless you're doing tennis. I always end up dying when I'm trying to do tennis with the big Oron sword.
Salt and pepper down.
You only use big Oron sword for Star Fox 9 Knuckles. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, because he knows about a lot of 1 cycles for a lot of the bosses. Like Phantom Ganon.
Huh, that's cool. Oh, so a resetting Furor's wind, taking it out of fire. Makes sense.
Of course.
Okay.
And he's got the safe quick pat down. No, he's setting it up before. Just in case. That's actually a really smart play.
Okay. Go on, Ganon. Where are they?
Oh!
Inside his castle! Oh, we might need that strength 3. Oh.
This is where it gets spicy. It gets spicy on the spice rack.
So I would like to point out my bet is strength 3 required with a little evil face.
Mine was on Forest Trial. So, yeah, we're never gonna get a bottom of the well play. Maybe it was foolish.
Well, and less strength. No, it's not there, yeah. We know where all the strengths are.
He has a 50% chance of light trial, and it's certainly not Ganon's tower.
Yep.
Spirit trial. I know someone bet here.
I mean, I know you mentioned Spirit Trial, but you didn't bet it.
Yeah, because I wanted
Yeah,
to
it's
see...
in his castle.
We still don't have the third foolish hint found. It's probably somewhere terrible, like, say, Storm's Grotto in Hyrule Castle, or near Valley Grotto in Hyrule Field, the one with the cow in it. Those two hint spots are awful.
It could be back of Lake hints too.
Like, it's only in Skull Sandy or Cow Sandy that you'll find it. Back of Lake, yeah. Nope, not in Spirit Trial, sadly.
Oh god, I don't know whether I want to be right or wrong. Hey, you've got to admit we keep it interesting right until the end.
And the question is, are they actually going to pick up their own strengths? Oh god, Forest Temple, yes.
Trial.
Forest Trial?
No!
Nope. There goes my bet. And a lot of people bet Light Trial because, you know, they're sadists.
I mean, also because it has the most number of checks.
Yep.
Also, as Alexander points out, likely in Light Trial with how no one's finished yet.
Yep.
I mean, I think Sora just checked Water Trial, but didn't see any big chests.
Oh no!
It is light. Oh.
That
Oh,
means-
they have to go hunting for strength now.
Yep.
Oh no, my bet is right.
Sora with Dompe digging, and Jagger with
Doug just needs to do
Adult archery.
Adult archery, yeah.
But that's gonna sting.
Doop doop de doop. Doop de doop de doop. So, we know where the strengths are. The runners don't. They each have one that the other one is missing. Philip misses is correct. The light arrows are somewhere in Light Trial. Strength 3, our strengths are on Big Pose, which they both have,
Because it was hinted.
on Adult Archery in Kakariko, and on Child Dunpei Digging, which is a pain in the ass. Jagger is missing the easy to find one on Adult Archery. Sora's missing Child Dunpei Digging.
Yep. This is gonna be a long... Well... Yep. Sora's opting to do Forest Temple before going back Child. Sadly, nothing will come of it.
Well, they're gonna be there a while.
Yeah, about 15 minutes of just pure nothingness.
Yeah, but the thing is, you think about Child Dunpei Digging because you know that you miss it. Whereas they didn't have a bow for so long, they might blank on the fact that they haven't actually done Adult Archery yet.
Yeah.
But also, like, the bow and the hammer were the last things they got, so they might try and go through the checks for those, specifically.
I believe Forest Trial was the last one. No. He was just parsing thought. No, he's going to Forest as well. We're getting a double Forest. Double Stone Forest, that's barren.
Double Stone Forest, which doesn't have what we need. So, what's everyone having for dinner tonight?
That's in like several hours for me, so that'll be quite a bit, it'd more likely be what's for lunch for me. For sure.
I mean, that's fair, that's fair.
Although lunch is in like 2 hours for me. They're just gonna be... This is the most ugly scavenger hunt.
Because
Literally.
we know the answer.
Yep. But to be fair, it is a smart play given that they're essentially in casino mode for a third strength.
Yep. Ooh, lots of dumplings for New Year's. Yeah, enjoy Chinese New Year. Yeah, Forest is more check dense than Kakariko, and it is significantly blocked by bow, so it makes sense. But
Sora
also,
doesn't
it's
have to
not
worry
correct.
Yeah.
It may make sense, but it is not correct.
Sora doesn't have to worry about Water Temple.
True.
Oh. That is a pretty interesting angle that Sora had there, and it's interesting that he can actually keep that even while Z-targeted and climbing up the ladder.
Okay, that's kind of cool.
Even if he didn't make it, it still was an interesting trick to pull off.
Oh, that is a big chest, and they're going straight up to it.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, metagaming is a thing. I don't like to do it.
I'd imagine most of the racers just doing Forest Temple.
And I feel pain on behalf of every single one of them.
Yep.
But yes, so yeah, we've actually been getting the kind of odd box thing, which has been advertising in England, which is like kind of, it's all the stuff which the farmers can't sell to supermarkets because like there's either too many of them, or they're weird shapes, or they're slightly different colours, but they're still absolutely fine to eat. So we've basically been getting a random selection of vegetables, and we have a giant frickin' leek. Like, it is a big leek. Like, you could use that leek. Like, Child Link could absolutely use that link as a weapon, and Mido would not question it. But we also have, like, a massive amount of celery, so we're going to make a roast using that celery as the base for it. Because celery makes it tasty. Oh, that is a bow-locked bow right there. Honestly, this seed hasn't had that much BS in it, game code. The biggest thing about this seed is the fact that Light Arrow is a strength 3 locked. One of the third strengths is on Dampade Digging. The other one is on Adult Archery. Note that they're both in Forest Temple.
Oh,
right
wait,
now.
we got a bit of a spoilers here. Ola finishing in first place with a time of 2 hours, 40 minutes, and 16 seconds. And Words for Swords finishing in second place with a time of 2 hours, 40 minutes, and 20 seconds.
Wow, that's
the ultimate snipe.
Yeah, having a snipe on first and second place is pretty fucking impressive.
That is just insane.
Yeah, like, we've been going for 2 hours, 41 minutes, and they finished, what, 10, 20 seconds apart?
4 seconds.
4. Bloody hell.
Also, Sora did beat Cola in the, no, never mind. I'm spoiling unless people know about that. But yeah. So, Sora was, Cola's, opponent for round 1.
Oh, Jagger's mettering! No, Jagger's mettering and they're going away from Adult.
Yep. He's going bottom of the well, isn't he?
He's probably going bottom of the well, yeah.
Probably gonna do chickens as well. But that is
not where he needs to go. This is what I mean. Sure, adult archery is a really convenient check to get to, but you forget it's there. If you don't do it on the first time pass once you have a bow, you forget.
Really a seed to be reckoned with.
I mean, also, Words for Swords is the one that rolled this seed.
Yep. The name of the race room, though, is pretty funny. Sublime Wolfos.
Sublime? What
Yes.
about Wolfos is sublime?
Hard to say. Other than the fact that you need to get Strength 3.
And that Zelda's lullaby logic.
Yes.
Like, that path hint was convoluted.
Well, you baited Sora into doing all dungeons, and Jagger into doing bottom of the well. Well, at least we're getting a bottom of the well play.
Hey look, it's a bow! Super early!
They could have had that bow so long ago!
Yes, and that would have got them that third strength super early because they'd have just gone through Kakariko with the bow and gone, yeah, sure. Like, I fucking told you Bottom of the Well was a good play.
The earliest bow! It's not even foolish.
I fucking told you.
The easiest bow. This seed, and no one went for it.
I warned you, bro. I warned you about Bottom of the Well.
No, I knew it would be a fairly good play. Didn't think anyone else would. In fact, even without ZL, it's like, maybe a hook shot could have been there.
Yes, Tanjo, they started with storms and neither of them did the well.
Yep. Maybe that's something to ask Jagger in the interview. So about that bow and bottom of the well.
I mean, also just in general, why did neither of you go well straight off? The answer will be, it's because we didn't have Zelda's Lullaby or bombs, but it's a case of probably asking how long it was hanging around in their minds.
Yeah, I know. No well play after, like, just starting off. Even though it would have been a bit punishing, it would have at least been rewarding for one thing.
Yeah, and the thing is, it would have given them the bow super early and would have made so much time. It would have made up so much time later on. Like, you would have only had to go to GCG once.
And we're getting another finisher with Goomba. Finishing in a time of 2 hours, 45 minutes, and 27 seconds.
GG. The answer to how you get Dampe digging without doing well is the fact that they didn't have Zelda's Lullaby or bombs. So they did Dampe digging for time of day, but just didn't do well.
Yep. And Jagger could have easily picked up Strength 3 along the way.
Yep, but that's what routing does. Like, you don't know where things are. It's really easy to see with hindsight, but
Yep.
turns out.
Well, I mean, we have the advantage of just actually seeing what's on the seed. The other scale... You mean the first silver scale? It's been so long ago since we've seen that.
It wasn't in Field.
Nope.
Was it in Cavern or Gorn City? Or was it Lost Woods as
Oh
child?
yeah, it was on the scrub. Now I remember. Because the other gold scale was on Steve, I think.
Yeah.
The invisible chest.
Yep. And the answer for why that invisible chest in the Dead Hand room is called Steve, blame Kuiper, don't care.
Oh, that was a nice jump from Jagger.
Yeah, I like
I won
that.
that one. It looks like it's a bit easier to set up than, say, trying to do a jump slash. I'm not sure if Jagger intentionally went down here to see what's on that chest, or...
It looked intentional. It looked absolutely intentional.
Well, where does he go from here? Might be a chicken's play, since he just save quit.
Maybe? But
No.
he
He's
was
going
leaving...
back to the trap room because it was probably... It
Well,
was an
no,
accident, maybe.
Well, no, it's just... In some ways, it's quicker just to restart from the beginning.
But he's gonna have to do that twice, essentially. Unless he's planning on warping back somewhere. Where exactly he's going is hard to tell.
Did they just save Scum or something?
Yeah. Well, that looks like it's the play. It's a good play for... You will need the classic controller.
I have no idea why they just quit out of Well. They still had checks in there. Oh wait, you can peek them. Duh.
Yep.
Chest size
Yeah, you
matches
peek them.
content. Sorry, I've been playing too much without chest size. I'm an idiot. Sorry, I was on default clear everything route.
No worries.
Look, this is what happens after nearly 3 hours.
Oh, this is a Nocturne play.
Oh, hang on,
Let's
Sora's
keep-
getting their strength 3.
Yep.
That's what I mean. It's less convenient, but it's one that you actually think about. Also, Master Alex finishing in 4th place, 2 hours, 15 minutes, 7 seconds. GG.
GG's. And there's strength 3 for Zora. There we go.
I mean, surely a Sora Zora would be a Rito.
Well, technically a Rito, yes. Sora the Rito. Except that he doesn't have a beak.
But they are flying through this seed.
Yes. Be making his way to 5th place, maybe?
Ooh, maybe. Could very easily get sniped.
Yep. And Jagger is probably going to be finishing quite a bit later, it seems, given... Wow, he's really low on bombs.
And still, no one has done chickens on stream.
Indeed.
Like, Jagger was in Kakariko. And they didn't do chickens.
Kakariko fried cuckoo. My specialty. For what goes into my stomach. Oh, they're buying bombs. That makes sense. Three hours and no delicious KFC.
And there was light arrows.
Bam!
So,
Well, he's not getting 5th place this time. Brax finishing 5th place with a time of 2 hours, 52 minutes, and 19 seconds.
so which chest was that in Light Trial? Because we still have a bet to resolve.
That is the left side middle chest.
So, winners of the bet, there is usually one competition for subbed, one competition for unsubbed. You win nothing apart from being able to brag.
Yep.
And do a little dance of getting it right. So, who won? Because I know my one was technically
I was fairly close.
I know that other
One.
people bet Light Trial, were just none of them unsubbed. Did no one subbed bet? I'm sure that some people bet Light Trial.
It's
I
not
don't know
sixth
whether they were
place.
subbed or unsubbed.
Yep. It's not 6th place either, because Druden is finishing with a time of 2 hours, 53 minutes, and 20 seconds.
Very nice.
Yep. And Jagger is warping back as adult now?
Oh, apparently it was
Nope.
Greg in the Goron City pot. We have a lot of our memes. We do not have the winner heart piece though.
Yes.
Ah, the bet was Light Trial's central chest, yeah. So close, but no cigar.
Well, you wouldn't want to be smoking anyways. It's bad for your health.
It is. I do not smoke and I do not drink.
Same.
I go through life faced with only terrifying reality.
The reality that we are slowly destroying our own resources, all for the sake of money, which is also a resource.
So, okay, it depends on the restream of the person who's doing the bet. Some people say specific, but not. Some people say the closest stated check. Some people say the closest one that is correct. Light Trial Central checks is incorrect even if it is close. If someone had just said Light Trial, that would have won it, I think.
Well, we'll be getting a finish here on Restream, thankfully. It'll be Sora finishing in 7th place, I think. Because we haven't had anyone else finish during that time. Get your GGs ready to chat with some bacon. And there we go, Sora finishing with an official racetime.gg time of 2 hours, 56 minutes, and 1 second. Congratulations on him. And it looks
GG.
like Sora will be coming in for an interview.
Awesome.
GG, Sora.
Hello, GG's, thank you.
GG.
About those light arrows.
Yeah, that's how she goes.
Yeah. Chat was very hungry for blood today.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I may have cursed you.
Oh, did you? What'd you curse
Yeah,
me with?
she wanted
Um,
the light arrows on light trial.
Yeah, I mean that part wasn't so bad. It was just I got greedy, and I went forest because I didn't want to age change. But like, if you pick bottom of the well, you just grab strength 3 on the way in, which is unfortunate. So it seemed like a decent play at the time because no one was done, so I metagamed a little, and then of course they started finishing while I was in forest. So not much I can
Yeah.
do about that.
so, how do you think the seed went in general?
Um, it was kind of a disaster, but it wasn't. I guess it wasn't that bad. I was playing really sloppy, but I figured out the songs pretty quick, so I knew I had to cross for ZL. So I ended up doing like a bunch of extra stuff, trying to desperately find strength 3 before I crossed, because I knew that Spirit was on the path to Volvagia. So I didn't want to cross and get ZL and then have to cross again because I knew Requiem was on Burning Cack. So I wasted some time looking for strength 2, and it ended up being bow locked for me, which was in shadow, which I needed to cross for. So
Yeah.
strength on Dampe would have been very nice.
There was another bow. It was also located in bottom of the well, which Jagger found when he's still on the search for strength 3.
Yeah, so bottom of the well was a really good play this seed.
Yeah, there wasn't much else in it, but getting that bow early would have just meant getting the adult archery just on the way past, which is where Jagger's missing his third strength.
Yep.
Because if you just don't have the bow then, and you get it late, you just kind of forget that you haven't done it because it's in such an obvious place.
Yeah, it's pretty awkward because usually you've done everything else in CAC already, so you don't even think to go back for one check, even with
Yeah.
Nocturne. It's kind of awkward.
Yeah. So, question. There was a point when you decided to go adult, and then you immediately played Serenade to go over to Lake, and then you did Big Pose. Why not just run out of Temple of Time, hand in Big Pose, and then do Serenade to get down to Lake?
I forgot that I hadn't turned in the Poe yet.
That would do it.
Yeah, in my head I was like, okay, I have strength, time to go, and then I played Serenade because I was gonna do Lab Dive and cross from there, and then I realized, oh yeah, I kind of have to go get the strength first.
Oh, yeah, I was just thinking, I'm going to be clever and I'm going to do it this way around so I can get tech type, so I can check tech type Grosser on the way past. But no, that makes sense. Was Bottom of the World kind of floating around the back of your mind for a lot of the seed then?
Not until pretty deep in, since it was pretty late that I got Nocturne, and by then I pretty much had decided to not go back child unless I really had to. And yeah, so like it was really a 50-50 call after figuring out that the light arrows were in light trial. It was either forest or well. I picked the greedy play. I think well was definitely the better play. And if I had picked well, the time of day is perfect to get that strength, which is what ended up happening when I did go there.
Yeah, like the thing about Dampe digging is, yeah, sure, it's an awful check, but it is one that immediately comes to your mind and you're not going to forget about.
Yeah.
So I guess that varies things a little.
Yeah, the main reason that I put off well so long this seed was because ZL was pretty deep. And I don't have a problem going well without explosives, but going without ZL it's bit me a lot because there are just sections
Yeah.
you can't peek when you're in there. And like by the time I had ZL, it was like, okay, well I gotta go do Shadow, and then I gotta find the strength too, and I happened to find it, and by the time I found it, it was like, yeah, time to go do dungeons and just hope.
Yeah, that makes sense. So yeah, speaking of Zelda's Lullaby, so how did you like that Path to Baronade hint?
I had to go back in my VOD to remember what song I got a temple at the time, because I didn't even think anything of it, and then I hate having to cross just for the song. When I like if I could have got that FW in GTG or like anything before I went there, it would have been so much better. But it feels so bad to have
Yeah, to cross
everything.
twice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a bit convoluted, and it's probably a fairly good example. But also, thank you, because when you rushed ice, we see your memes, we see you rushing ice. That actually pretty much resolved everything, seeing that boomerang in Ice Cavern. And it told us where all the songs had to be as well.
Yeah, I'm usually not one for the ice meme, but I wanted the song because if it could have helped me avoid crossing, it would have been nice. And it just, I feel like you kind of have to do it in these weekends because it's the meme that everybody likes to do. So if you don't do it and it's got an item, you kind of played yourself out of the seed by not giving into the memes.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
But it paid off this time.
It did. It very much did. But yeah, you were probably just hoping for Requiem, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so you might find this amusing. I write down notes of things to ask in the interview, so that I don't forget them for later. And I've got a note here which unfortunately aged rather poorly, which is, Sora, you locked out on that strength on adult archery. That did not age well.
Yeah, I felt kind of good about that one for a while because the bow was... Obviously, I didn't know there was a bow in bottom of the wall, so from my perspective, the first bow was the one in Shadow that you had to cross for.
Yeah, same for us at the time.
So I felt good about that, and then, of course... In hindsight,
Whoops.
Oh well.
But yeah, did you have anything else to say about the seed, or do you need to go and get a drink, eat, recover?
No, I don't think I have much else to say. It was a fine series.
Yeah, it wasn't that mean. Awkward, but not really mean.
Yeah, but,
Indeed.
You end up in the casino like usual, but that's kind of how it goes. So it kind of comes with the territory.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do need to go eat.
Yes, go eat. Go look after yourself. Thank you very much for running. Thank you very much for doing this interview with us. And thank you. We will shout out the runners, and so people can go and find them, because these runners, they are both excellent runners. Go give them a follow.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
No worries.
Okay, those are our runners. Sora X64, and Jagger911. I will also give a shout out to our lovely trackers, Phantom FRV and Disco Moose, my lovely co-commentator, Lee Harold, our restreamers, Trez and Mizu, the person who rolled this nonsense, Words for Swords, and also to the person who just finished, which I believe is Hell Knight. Yep, 3 hours, 5 minutes and 21 seconds.
Yep. a whole 9 minutes after Machi finishing.
Yeah, that kind of happens when you're just searching for a needle in a haystack.
Yep. Or Strength 3 in Hyrule.
Okay, it could be fucking anywhere.
And the main ZSR channel is doing a match between Angle and I think Kurox for losers
Oh, is
bracket
Kurox
round
racing?
1. Yes.
Yeah, Kurox is a great one to watch. In fact, pretty much everyone in top 64 is because they're top 64. So, what do we do now? Jagger's wandering around, trying to find things. Looks like they're going to clear Lake Hylia. No, you were so close! You were so close! Yeah, even Challenge Cup has some really good contenders and runners.
The Light Sword finishing in 10th place with a time of 3 hours, 7 minutes, and 54 seconds.
Nicely done. Actually, it looks like they are kind of chasing all the bow checks, so maybe they're going to go and do adult archery.
Yep.
But, okay.
That's
So-
a deep water play now.
Yeah, that's a
No.
water play.
That's
Oh, no.
I was wrong about that.
No, they're just keeping swimming. Lab tough.
Yep.
So, this seems like it's a fairly good pause to talk about what else is happening on the various Zelda speedruns channels this evening and in the following days. There are a lot of Season 5 matches going on, but Sunday is also a good day for other randomizers and various other things that are being done. So let me just get up the schedule command.
And there's a race that's going to be happening on the Silver Gauntlet.
Yep, and there's also going to be the Minish Cap Randomizer Weekly. I do actually really enjoy the Minish Cap Randomizer because it's actually a lot of overworld movement.
Yep.
Dungeons are a thing, but it's a lot more about how you choose places in the overworld to check, which makes a nice change, and the sprite work is absolutely gorgeous if you like the top-down 2D Zeldas.
There's also a Wind Waker Randomizer bi-weekly race. At
Yeah,
least-
that one's fun.
Yeah.
You get to see all sorts of interesting skins on the Wind Waker randomizer stuff because they have a very active kind of like,
Modding community.
yeah, a very active modding community for skins. There is one which is a complete Malon skin which also turns the boat into the milk cart, which is very silly because they're flooding all of their milk and it's going to wash away.
Yep.
And looks like 2 different tournament matches, one of which has already probably started and ended. And another one
It's still
saying,
going.
oh, okay.
Oh, I'm just gonna take a look at it right now. Let's see, because they started about an hour after.
Yep,
Yeah, it's still going.
yep, and Silver Gauntlets is doing a race, and Alexander Harold, who's been in chat pretty much the entire time, is going to be on the race mod and also commentary for that race, so that one's going to be fun.
Yep.
But yeah, basically the reason I linked to that schedule is that states pretty much everything we're doing, gives times for it, you can change which time zone it says so you can actually know what the hell it's talking about and whether you need to be awake. Because of course I see everything in UTC. And a lot of people in this chat aren't.
Wondering, should we raid a ZSR so that they could get more,
Well, it will be the restreamer who chooses where we raid. That one is not up to us, but I suspect we'll be heading over there.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, Jagger is in Zora's domain, which is foolish.
Yep.
Why are you here? You were adult a moment ago. Oh, left 2 rooms in Jabber? I thought they full cleared Jabber.
Yeah, let's go for the raid, Mizu.
Yeah, I don't think we need to finish at any point super soon, but again, that's restreamer to decide.
Sorry, I just broke my mic. So yeah, we will raid the ZSR1 so for more content. So I just want to thank both runners on stream. They did an amazing job. Thanks Sora and Jagger. Also, I want to thank both commentators. Thank you, both of you.
No problem. Thank you very much for looking after us as the restreamer.
And thanks to both trackers, they did an amazing job to follow the runner to get in touch with their item. So right now we will raid ZSR1. I hope you did enjoy the stream, and we will catch you next time. So just wait for the raid, please.
And we got an 11th place finisher, 3 hours 13 minutes 39 seconds.
GG.
There you go, the raid is started, so see you next time. Goodbye!
See you next time. Time to raid!
Take care, everyone, and happy zootering.